Thank you. I welcome the opportunity to contribute to the debate tonight. Minister, I think everyone in the country watched last week with growing horror and anger at the performance at the PAC of the Central Remedial Clinic and the disgraceful actions that they carried out in providing for the pension of their former CEO. And the drip feed of information about the cost of the payoff that has been made, many wondered why they contributed all their hard-earned money to charities. And I think the anger got even more when people realised that there is comprehensive charities legislation on the statute books and it's simply not been implemented. And the reason for this was cost. The cost of establishing a charities regulator is the reason it has not been done. What has been the cost of the scandal played out in our committees over the last number of weeks? 53% of charities have suffered a drop in fundraising in a recent survey. 97% believe that public trust has been lost. And 54% believe that that damage could be permanent. All of this because the cost of establishing a regulator. The full implementation of the Charities Act mightn't have prevented the actions of the CRC in treating the donations of the many families and supporters of them as a slush fund to be used for the benefit of themselves. But it certainly would have placed them under the scrutiny of a regulator and could have acted as a deterrent to prevent them acting in this way. They've done untold damage to the good work being done by all charities in our society and have made their work even more difficult. And the actions of the board of the CRC will end up costing taxpayers much more because the state will have to pick up the slack caused by the drop-off in donations. So the very reason used not to establish a regulator will probably end up costing more than it would have if it had been up and running 3 years ago. Minister, this state abdicates so much of its responsibility to the charitable sector, and I think that's probably a debate that we should have in this House on another day. But now we'll end up carrying the cost of this inaction. And the many families who feel obligated to fundraise for the charities across where their children have benefited from the good work that they've done, they feel very let down by the inaction of this state and by the actions of the CRC as well.